going to talk about the importance of building character. Character is everything in life. Um, some people value other things more than a person's character. I think that's wrong. I value character and ability over status and prestige exponentially more. Do you know what I mean? Money, wealth, power, abilities, they'll all come and go throughout life, but the one thing that you can keep for the rest of your life and develop for the rest of your life is your character. And it's fundamental in terms of, if you don't have good character, people will pick up on that. Do you know what I mean? What I would say would constitute good character is someone who's humble, somebody who has a noble sort of outlook on life, is striving towards achieving goals, but not just striving towards achieving goals and objectives and trying to achieve dreams for themselves necessarily, but also to essentially improve their lives so they can go and improve the lives of their friends or family, their community, and then even society as a whole. So character, integrity, honesty. Honesty is a big one, honestly. I have found that trying to strive to live a life of truth, I don't know about anybody watching this video, but whenever I lie, what I've noticed is there's like a sort of like a physiological, it does feel like a physiological response in my body. I get this sensation, it's almost like in the center of my, sort of near where my heart is, and it's an unusual sensation, but it's almost like my body is giving me the signal that what you're doing is wrong. Do you know what I mean? You're lying. And now I do honestly strive to, if always tell the truth, or at least don't lie. And sometimes if you adopt that as one of your sort of moral principles to live by, you invariably are going to upset people, because sometimes you might be brutally honest and brutally truthful about things. It might lead to contentious arguments with people that you love, but honestly, you see, when it comes down to it, if everybody in the world strived to live by the truth, the world would be an exponentially better place. There's no doubt about it. The breakdown, there's been societies that have literally become pathological or corrupt due to lies, due to people lying. If any's no history of the Soviet Union and communism, that was a society built essentially on misinformation and lies, and just ultimately you don't want society to be like that. And breaking it down into like a wee microcosm of your own life, you don't want to be lying. Nobody thinks it's good to lie. I think that's it's a popular sort of ethical principle that everybody would do well to strive to live by. But yeah, over the years, as I've gotten older, I've become more sort of cognizant of trying to develop my character. Do you know what I mean? Because it's everything. It really, ultimately it is everything, and it can dictate how you interact with others. It can dictate your attitude and your mentality to life overall. Going back to some of the virtues of having good character, being humble. Some people say the ego is the greatest gift we've been given, but I would agree in a sense, but also you must be humble as well. You must keep yourself grounded. Yes, no doubt about it, have dreams, have ambitions, but at the same time, grind yourself in the present moment and be still in the present moment and be humble. Don't forget where you came from. Be grateful and appreciative to the people that have helped you in life become the person you are and ultimately achieve your goals. I am so thankful and grateful that I have the family I have. I couldn't ask for a better mother and father in my life, and I have a fantastic family structure that has really enabled me to become the man I am today, and gave me that sort of foundation to strive towards, you know, exponential personal growth and development. And shout out to the Brawers, my friendship group. I mean, couldn't ask for a better set of friends, people that I would consider brothers for life. So yeah, having responsibility is something I think a lot of people maybe feel they lack. Well, it's not that they feel they lack, they shirk responsibility. You must take responsibility for everything you do in life. How I always like to say, how I do anything is how I do everything. So whether it's fucking going to the gym, training, whether it's showing up to university for class, whether it's going to my personal training course, whether it's anything I do in my life, whether it's going to work, you know, going to work in a supermarket, taking taking a family member to the cinema, giving somebody a lift. How I do anything is how I do everything. And what I essentially mean by that is, no matter what it is, I will give it 100% effort, dedication, and due diligence, no matter what it is. And then that means that no matter what it means, no matter what it is in life, I will not shirk responsibility. And you know, you see it often, people who sort of fall by the wayside and lose drive, or they lose the desire to do something, or that they're not committed to something. Like, they had a responsibility to themselves ultimately to fulfill the commitment, achieve a goal. That's the way I like to conceptualize it. I have a responsibility to myself, but I also have a responsibility to my family, my friends, my community and society. And you have to fulfill these responsibilities. If you want to live a meaningful and purposeful life, fundamentally you must live by and meet your responsibilities. So I can't endorse that enough. So hope you have found this video useful and valuable. Just some food for thought in terms of building your character. Like I said at the start of the video, you know, I suppose I fell into the trap of maybe just valuing, you know, trying to seek external validation from other people, and really valuing sort of material things, and valuing money and status and power and like clout, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I want to impress this person, or I'm gonna go to the gym here because like I want to look good for other people. Like, that is just, first off, it's just not a great way to maintain your drive and motivation to train. If you're doing it for other people, you should intrinsically want to go and train. You should intrinsically want to go and achieve goals and objectives and dreams in life. You shouldn't be doing it for other people. Do you know what I mean? It should be for you and you only, because that will foster long-term drive and motivation. Like I'm driven to go to the gym. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to be pushed to go to the gym. I don't need a fucking drill sergeant standing over me. I am my own drill sergeant. I am that voice in my head saying, "Shay, right, it's time to fucking train, let's go." But I love the training as well, and I would say that you can train yourself to be this way. Like, I can say that anybody watching this video who thinks, well, fuck me, you have like an extreme mentality, but ultimately you can train that mentality. It takes time, don't get me wrong, but just start off by developing micro habits. Start small and think big. That's ultimately what it comes down to. So hope you all have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.